This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And the Cowboys will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oregon's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it. In so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, reading at the point of attack, getting as many hacks to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Awesome play fake on first down. The short hands, it's Whittington. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gets the back moving. Moore will throw. Finds his tight end. He gets out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
That's a really nice looking throw. When I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Lost the fire on second down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
The Oklahoma State's offense will try to get something started in their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who is hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know that having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. The last time out, he was making the right moments. He showed off his hard talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ernie on the Jets. He's at the 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man. And they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big game down the field.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you can tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it up to 13. short on the first down.
All right, the offense wanted a first down there, but they got the completion, and now it sets up a fourth down situation where it's manageable. I can accomplish it, and yes, I'm going for it.
This crowd busting the decibel meter, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Let's go. Moore to the air. Buys a little extra time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the guard.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
7-0.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, Nick.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that 30 minutes to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it,
and he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
And the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So on the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love this stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? Think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12.
He's loose. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
So now it's second and long. This one's complete. That had all the makings of Barton windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the tight end and keeping him from getting the first? How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line of gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on fourth down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Cowboys have their offense in high gear. Quarterback on the keeper. Not enough for the first, and he's still going. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Hughes. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 3. The Ducks racing to the line in a hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball and know what it really puts.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really shows you his skills on that last run. And I think that today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive.
Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders to their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Moore will throw. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They love to put a long drive together here as they start with their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up to him, sacked at the 12.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Wide open spaces. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a fear. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they're finding themselves
coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big bad W.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they build a lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. That'll be a gain of 5 out there at 27.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job. Assignment football, staying in your gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick step.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus on the QB, block him, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum, trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 50 line. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the toss. Wow, through the defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got it first and 10 from the 25. They'll toss it to the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Now on the option. The pitch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, when the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's around.
He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense goes down.
Fourth down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Moore to the air. Get it out on the screen. Makes a man miss. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense just has to find find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. On the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. The Ducks had it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires a big foul. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Oregon. Once he got a step, it was all right to the house. You know they love their track in Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he is open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, roll you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed and running.
Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State hoping to get the pistols firing on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out. They turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, something positive.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at the playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. On the option. Now the pitch. They just flew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass, space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. And if that's a play on the option, the quarterback would like to have that.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move inside. You see him move outside. You see him move in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot. Just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the 5. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting down here.
It's a seam wide open. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to
crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, maybe.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, the roll dice Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, you're better on third down moving forward there. Keep yourself out of those situations.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Quarterback making checks. Line getting set on 2nd down. On the option. He'll toss it. Knocked down in the backfield. Boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The sure hands, it's Brock. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
They're looking to get the edge with everyone on the toss.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't. Brock going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Calls it in, the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Moore will throw. Bring in the heat. With the catch, it's huge. Not much doing there. Just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offense offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the 4th quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away.
Going for it all. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Toss to the outside. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The option look. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the 1st. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And a lot of times the defense is focusing more, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside, get their speed to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, he makes the catch. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goal post. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They've got a little work to do here on 3rd and goal in overtime. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So they'll send out the number 15 to try to take the lead here in overtime. And he closed that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, a gutsy kick from downtown, and we will play another overtime.
And you want a touchdown, you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Now first down here in the second overtime. More to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They go to the wide receiver screen, and they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Right down the goal line, it's good. And guys, that's the field goal down to that lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Try to get it to the edge. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. Runs through a tackle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if he had an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little work in front of them here on 3rd down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. Grabbed over the middle. It's full. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the backfield. It's another thing to execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You can have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They haven't got much done here. 3rd down, and they need to at least pick up a few to make the field goal attempt easier. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. He got it. And the kick is good. And guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3. Nice kick, nice job.
And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. I'm trying to power it in. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the 2, and we play on. They broke serve. Now a chance to win it with a 2-point conversion.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to run it in. That's it. That's the ball game. The 2-point try gets it done.
coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
you.